All right, folks. The best thing about Magpie is it stars Daisy Ridley. Daisy Ridley plays Annette. She is married to a guy named Ben, and their daughter is an actress. She's a child actress starring on a TV show that's kind of like a Bridgerton show. And Ben takes his daughter to the set every day where Ben kind of makes friends with Alicia, a young actress played by Matilda Anna Ingrid Lutz, who plays the sort of stepmom to their daughter in the show, right? And Ben and Alicia have kind of a flirtation. Annette is at home dealing with, she's dealt with anxiety, depression, having troubles with work, trying to get her career back while she sees her husband go off to work on a film set with his daughter. You can kind of see through the thing that Ben is kind of a dirtbag. He's not a super responsible dad, and he's more interested in his relationship with Alicia, the actress on the set, than he is in his own daughter and his marriage. And then this kind of turns into something of a thriller because Ben and Alicia have they're texting things to each other they shouldn't be texting to each other. And Annette is a bit suspicious. If I go any further in this, I will ruin the story. This film was actually the story came from Daisy Ridley herself. She has story credit and she's an executive producer. It plays out like a thriller. And I'll say this, I was all in. Like, it starts off really slow when things get intense and Ben is being deceptive about this emerging romance with this actress on the set that he shouldn't be having. It turns into kind of a dark thriller. And is Annette seeing things? Are they really in a relationship? She has seen some of the text messages. What's going on? Things take a turn in the third act. If I go any further, it will spoil the movie. I guessed what the ending was. It's exactly what you think. And in the end, when I figured it out and it's revealed, I wasn't surprised. It's like, that's it. This could have been a short film. I've always been a Daisy Ridley defender. I think she's a very good actress. She's very likable. But I'll say, I think the only reason people might be interested in seeing this is because of her. It plays like a thriller. In the end is, I hate to say this, in the end, it's like, wah, wah, that was it. And I guessed it. And when I guessed the ending almost halfway through, I'm like, they won't do that because that's too stupid. And then they did that. That's all I'll say. This is a streaming movie. It's only in theaters today. I don't know where it's playing. It's got to be limited release. But this is a movie that should have gone direct to streaming. Very mixed on it. I can't recommend it. Probably 5 out of 10. But it had me there. It was building up to something and it did not deliver. And Ben, the lead man, the father, husband, is kind of a dirtbag from the beginning through and through. He doesn't go through an arc. He just is a jerk, and he's a jerk. That's it. No surprise. So can't recommend it. And I will say this. There was a report recently that the Daisy Ridley starring Star Wars movie has lost their screenwriter. I've got the story. I'm not going to bring it up, but they lost the screenwriter. I think the main thing is a Star Wars movie led by Daisy Ridley may be not the guarantee you think it will be. I like her as an actress. I think she has chosen unwisely in terms of her post Star Wars roles. So disappointing effort. Again, if I saw this on streaming, I'd think, all right, that's fine. But I can't imagine going to the theaters to see it. And I think Daisy Ridley, if she is the main draw of a Star Wars movie, I think her post Star Wars career proves she really isn't a draw. This is not getting a wide release. So make of that what you will. There you go.
You went to that Q&A with her for Young Woman in the Sea. Were you impressed with her there, or?
I like her. She is very likable. She's gotten into, while we've seen a lot of Star Wars actors get into trouble saying things that are kind of ridiculous. I think I like watch her on the Josh Horowitz podcast. She's very endearing. I like her. She is not chosen well. And she's got a really, I think maybe the best thing she's done is Young Woman in the Sea. And we were mixed on that. But I liked her in Star Wars. It's just, I mean, we don't have to relitigate that. We did a whole court case.
Her performance was fine.
The scripts, the sequel stories and scripts were awful, awful. So we need to go through that. But Daisy Ridley, she came up with this story. She is given story credit. She's an EP on the film. This is all her. She owns this, and it's well,
I mean, it sounds like a decent first effort. Not out of the park. It's a single. She got a single, basically.
I could spoil it, and if I did, you would think that is so dumb. If I told you what the twist at the end is, I mean, M. Night Shyamalan would think it's lame. So again, it's a pass for me.